sounds like sex. A reference like sex. Well, as Jeff said, franchise, we got another qualifying match for the Fate of 8 tournament here.
Yeah, things are shaping up rather nice. Winner of the Fate of 8, unlike last year, not going to win the title, but you will win the #1 title shot for that IPW title. And I'll tell you what, Davison, it is starting to look like a bigger and bigger deal than ever before now. And here we go.
Hey, one of my personal faves, franchise.
Talking about this matchup for quite some time now, and I think it was all the way back in IPW High Stakes when we saw old-timer Jeff King face Brian Wellington face-to-face, but he didn't wrestle him. He was injured, and he didn't want to cheat the fans out of a full experience, so he hired the talents of Roger Lanier, who was able to take down and get a big victory, but we haven't seen old-timer in 2.5 years, Davison.
Franchise, your memory is really impressive. I don't remember any of that shit. Yeah, I'm really glad to see him back. He's been making a name for himself for a very long time. Got into the deathmatch game for a while there. Covered his scars, tougher than a $2 steak. See if he can stand up to the double nunchuck action of the friggin' ninja himself, LJ motherfucking Lawrence.
You know, you think this guy is just wearing a Halloween costume. You are dead wrong. This guy is an experienced martial artist, professional wrestler. I mean, look at that.
No,
you try that shit, you will clock yourself in the balls, ass, and face.
I want to see people clock themselves in the ass, balls, and face frequently. So by all means, let's give people the option to get in there and try that out.
I'm just really excited to see the return of old-timer, see what kind of shape he's going to be in. I mean, this guy has wrestled in glass. He's faced them all schlack. I mean, this dude has put himself literally through hell. And now he makes his IPW return, Davison. I'm so excited to see this.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot to be said for toughness. You can get stabbed with barbed wire and blow through glass, get burned with fire, but those things don't crush your skull the way a pair of nunchucks do. Hey! Put him up.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, old-timer Jeff King!
You can tell he's an old-timer because he doesn't believe in knee pads, franchise.
No doubt. This man, his skull scarred heavily. These two go way back.
So look at my face. It is scarred. Riddled by your fist. I'm really fucking up that reference, franchise.
I don't know. LJ Lawrence, he is, this is maybe a little bit out of his element here.
I'm
Two
not so sure.
very different styles in the ring.
I'm not sure that Lawrence has an out of his style approach to fighting. He's fought everybody from every walk of life and won.
The crowd really happy to see old-timer back in the IPW ring. But hopefully his return isn't sorrowed, as the winner of this is going to go on to the Fate of 8 for #1 title shot.
I think people in the back have better be watching this one carefully and taking some notes, because whoever wins this one is going to be one hell of a formidable opponent. Formidable? Fallopian? Formidable.
Either way, I would not be super stoked to face either of these two guys for different reasons.
No, not at all.
LJ Lawrence, he's got the martial arts background, he's got the martial arts lifestyle, really. Climbing the ropes, got him tied up. You gotta imagine the ref wants to get him away.
There it is!
Oh, look at that! And he's trying to end it early.
Got him in a bit of an arm breaker, hanging right over the ropes there. Gary better break this thing up before he breaks his arm off.
And old-timer, this is probably not what he wants right here. LJ almost got himself disqualified there.
Well, he's too savvy. He was never going to let himself get disqualified. That was a hell of a long 4 count there by Gary.
And right away, takes the arm away. Oh! Nice little move by old-timer there.
Yeah, I think people often forget that King hasn't always just been a barroom brawler. Guy knows how to wrestle.
Easily, nice takedown.
Busting out the amateur skills here tonight.
Yeah,
maybe that's what he's got to do. Maybe that's an admission that he's not comfortable doing fisticuffs with Lawrence. Look at him.
He's got him. Oh! That's a wrist lock here. LJ trying to fight out of it. A roll. Reversal. Wrist lock of his own. Grabs the head, flips him over. Oh, snaps the kick right in between the shoulder blades.
One long sequence of moves to get to the payoff. Lightning strike to your scapulas.
A couple of those and you got a pants full of dump. Uh-oh, LJ setting up. Ooh, misses the kick. Goes, connects.
Speaking of pants full of dump, I'd be willing to bet that Old Timer probably has shit his pants during his career at some point, franchise. Kind of matches he's been in. Jesus, probably more than once.
There would be no shame if it happened.
I don't know about that. I would be ashamed if I shit my pants in a wrestling ring. Just put that out there now.
Old Timer trying to collect himself, but LJ doing the smart thing and following him to the outside of the ring. Nice punch to the face there.
Following because he understands the method of keeping your momentum going once you got it.
Right. An Old Timer really going to work on LJ here.
Take him over to the crowd.
Oh, big knife chop.
Look at that little kid in the front row. He's a god.
Oh, God.
It's the most violent thing I've ever seen, and it's 5 inches from my face.
No joke. Whoa. Oh!
You don't see much of that in the Karate Dojo's franchise. You're not allowed to spike people's faces off of things, turns out.
No doubt as he slams LJ Lawrence's face on the most Japanese part of the ring.
I'll tell you what, nothing origami about that ring. It's hard as hell.
Oh, this doesn't look good. This does not look good, Davison. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Oh, my God!
King was looking for a DDT or worse, and Lawrence said, I'm going to do you one up. I'm going to give you Northern Lights into the freaking ropes and corner post.
Just like that, Old Timer Jeff King could be going back to the bench with a major injury.
You might have to get a short ride on a stretcher to get there. My God.
LJ showing his appreciation for the crowd in the most charismatic way he knows. A little slap Old Timer's head there.
Martial arts are all about dignity and respect, franchise, but he's not in the dojo.
Indeed.
He's not going to treat these people dignity or respect. Fuck you people.
That's what he's thinking, no doubt. And LJ working that neck. Oh, now he's got him. Now he's
just gonna
very smart.
Go for a row here.
Oh, nice.
Twisting him up. Oh, we've seen this before.
Man, he is just putting on a clinic for the fans here in Grand Rapids. LJ, he's just done nothing but impress. Ever since he got to IPW.
See, he hooked his foot around the hand there, so when he went back into that backdrop, he pulled it up in the hammerlock position. Nasty. The further your forearm moves away from your back in that position, franchise, the greater the risk of popping your shoulder out of socket.
Oh, man, now he's just digging at him. We once thought that Old Timer Jeff King was retired. He was done with wrestling, but now he is back.
He walks, talks, and wrestles like a grandfather. It's safe to assume he's going to retire at any point. Just keeps coming back.
And he's got to be feeling good that even though currently getting his ass whooped, he wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, this is where his toughness shines through. You can beat him in the face with a snow shovel, but you better do it for...
And a kick to the back.
He's looking for.
Double front drop kick.
Shotgunned him into the second post there. Face first.
For the victory. It's over. No. Old Timer barely able to get his shoulder off the mat.
Those 2 counts are getting longer and longer.
Like I said, Old Timer's got to be feeling good that he's finally in a match where he doesn't have to get tubes broken over his head, glass in his fat ass.
He might be better off over there because that's his element. Right now he looks pretty out of his depths, to be completely honest with you. Muta inspired.
But you can't give up on the Old Timer. This guy literally tough as nails. So just because he's getting worked on in this match doesn't mean he's going to be going down easy.
No, he comes from the tradition of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. Just when you think he's dead,
for real,
you find him walking behind you, ready to just snuff your lights out.
9 sequels later, he's still coming back for more.
Send him into outer space to do whatever you want. He's coming back.
Jeff King. One of my personal favorites here in IPW. We've seen very little of him.
Well, you better enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't think we're going to see much of him anytime soon. Lawrence trying to put him in the friggin' hospital. Oh, my God! God.
Man, let me realign that jaw for you,
He
homie.
might have shot his ear right off of his head. Might have to call Mike Tyson in and see what happened there.
Ow.
Man, there's nothing worse. I mean, there might be a couple of things worse. You get slapped or kicked in the ear. My God. You know anything about that franchise? It sucks.
Yeah. But Jeff King really calling the fans to get on his side here as he is refusing to quit. Even though LJ has had the majority of this match in his control.
I think Lawrence is almost letting him do this right now just to take away his confidence when he cuts him off.
LJ tries to hit him with a close-up. Oh, big spear.
Jesus.
Almost a diving headbutt. Polish hammer. That's the second one of the night.
Is it a spear or a gore? Wow.
Oh!
Putski
Polish hammer
appreciation
square.
night, or what the hell is this? Dropped on the back of his head. I don't know if Putski ever did that, but it was a good move nonetheless.
Man, look at Jeff King fighting back, fighting for control of the match. He's got a strike.
Like an old locomotive. He may not be moving fast, but there's a lot of coal burning in that thing, and he is just going to keep on chugging along.
No doubt. The fossil fuel of IPW starting to burn with the fire that's in his soul. Oh, he's got him hooked.
I'll tell you what, if he gives him a Northern Light suplex right now, I will give him $10. I'd be real surprised at this point, the beating he's taking. I mean, he's got to be running out about a quarter of a tank.
Man, you better be easy with the... Oh, look at that! LJ Lawrence.
Pulled him right over to that arm breaker. Started.
Felix Morio's listening, you're offering money. He's going to be coming over here to the commentary table.
I'm not offering him any money.
Still, he might be inquisitioned.
The one thing I agree with Alpha on is the fact that Morio needs to get a job to better his situation. I know how that sounds, franchise, but I still stand by it.
Either way you look at it right now, we've got two guys who are just veterans of this sport. Two different styles, but a lot of passion for what they do, and both wanting a shot at getting a #1 contender.
Lawrence just picking him apart, working the ribs, working the chest, kicking him, punching him.
Oh, that could be lights out for old King there.
It's hard
Still putting up them dukes.
It's hard to defend yourself when you're getting hit from every angle. Strike anywhere. That's the whole philosophy.
LJ looking to end this right now.
Oh, that's it. God. Took both of his arms away so he couldn't protect his face.
Somebody just said he's dead, and that could be true.
He might be.
And he's looking to end it right now. And look at that.
I'm not sure.
Look at him.
I don't know if he's
just
breathing.
waiting.
He might be breathing. He might just be twitching.
And LJ takes his eyes off of Jeff King, who was waiting for him to get back on his feet, but Jeff may not have the power.
This is not going to happen. He's not waiting anymore. He's going to get him up.
Oh, he's playing possum. He rolls him up. No way. I got him. He got him.
Do I owe him $10, franchise?
You owe him $10.
I didn't see that come. I think I said $10 on the Northern Lights. I'm going to look it up. I don't think I'm going to pay that man.
Oh my God.
Super impressive. I didn't think he had it in him, to be completely honest with you. Lawrence is picking him apart, but the toughness prevailed.
Davison, after 2 years and 3 months, old-timer Jeff King returns to IPW, and just like that, he has punched his ticket into the fate of a tournament.
Look at that kid crying.
Oh, he's crying. He's so happy.
He doesn't want to. Is he happy?
He's so happy.
He looks scared.
Oh, he's definitely not terrified.
I don't think he wants to be up there, franchise.
He is not traumatized by any means.
I don't know who those kids are, but they're going to go get tested for something. They might have lice now,
Salmonella.
scurvy, fucking COVID, God knows.
Anyway, you look at it, Jeff King major upset and squashes the winning ways of LJ Lawrence, and now we could be looking at the next #1 contender for the IPW title.
Now, franchise, I feel compelled to point out he won the match, but he didn't do it with fisticuffs. He had to roll him up. Lawrence was winning that fight. He was